go to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And it'll bring this to about the 25. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
The extra point is good. And the Giants are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Rodgers. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A tight end in motion now. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Jackson on the move. That's caught by Walker. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion man is Hyatt. Now they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Jackson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's McCaffrey. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Going for it all. That is hard. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing Jackson. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass. is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 34-yard line.
First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Second down, Jackson. Going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Jackson now on second down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third and long for Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Third down and 2.
Jackson now. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Elijah Vera Tucker played his college ball at USC. Guilty that time. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Play action now. Jackson. That's complete there to James. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he will score. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Motion man is Hyatt. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That one brought in by James. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the end zone, here's Kevontae Turpin. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. He has Hyatt complete.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled? And
a hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A try here for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and that will keep the score right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he will score! Game on! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Pressure there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. This is caught at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here comes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
They send a receiver in motion left. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. They make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.